Okay, I wanted to add a bonus video on a real life situation with Facebook ads that I'm using, because the most common scenario people would use Facebook ads, I suspect, although everyone will have their own reasons, a very popular one I should say, is where you want to send adverts to people who have interacted with your funnel or your website or your membership area or your course or whatever. People who have expressed an interest or maybe haven't joined, that sort of thing. So you can retarget people who have been, not paid, and get them back into your funnel. Or you may want to target people who have got to a certain point in your funnel or in your online course and retarget ads for those sorts of people. So what you've got to do straight away, if you haven't done already, is follow the information on this page and get your Facebook pixel installed. Get it now. You may not use it, just in case you do, get it to build up that data so that Facebook can help you do its job. So I'm assuming you've got your Facebook pixel installed on your funnel, and you've signed up for Business Manager, Facebook Business Manager, as per the instructions on this page, and now we're inside. So I'm going to go into my ad account, and from the burger menu at the top here, I'm going to choose All Tools and then Audiences. So audiences are specific people who have somehow hit your pixel. So Facebook's got all the data on what they did when they were going through your funnel, and with the audience you can say target these people from that pixel collected audience. And I'll just quickly show you what I've got here on mine. So I've just set these up literally about an hour ago, something like that. So I've got 5 here I want to show you. So the first one is all visitors who've been to the website T4S site in the last 30 days. That's it. Anybody who's hit the home page. Boom. Second one is people who have visited but who have not logged in the last 30 days. So these are my target audience for people who probably have come along, had a look and thought, not for me. Remembering that conversions, when people buy stuff, is typically on the first and then much later on. So what you want to do is, if people don't buy on the first one, the second or the third or the fourth visit, you're targeting them with ads to get them back in so they will eventually be converted. So you don't give up at the first sale. Never ever give up on the first sale. That's the old don't take no for an answer. Never give up on the first attempt for a sale, because people tend to buy you on the first one or later on when they suddenly do, and you want to get them to that position. So the second one is people who have gone to the website but have not logged in their last month. So they're ripe for me to push adverts to convert them to the monthly subscription for T4S.site. Okay, third one, people who have logged in. So these are my members who have logged in the last 30 days. So I could use this, for example, when I launched the T4S Bootcamp, T4S.site/bootcamp, totally free, no excuse not to go. And which is my fourth audience actually, which is members who have not joined the bootcamp, because there's no excuse. It helps them and it helps me. I want everybody to go through the T4S Bootcamp when they're using T4S.site. So these are people who I can say, you're a member, why haven't you used the bootcamp? And I can start firing ads to them. The last one is people who actually joined the bootcamp but haven't joined the academy, where they get the how to make people buy my staff book, how to the use guide for T4S, the workbook, the USB drive, the videos, the PDFs, mentorship, live support from myself, and so on and so forth. I want people to join the academy for them, for their benefit, and for my benefit, so I can get everybody to go on that journey with T4S.site. So I can send ads to people who are part of the bootcamp but are not yet part of the academy, because it benefits everybody to get people through that funnel. So there's a good example about different audiences that I can target because I've got the pixel running on my website. So get that pixel on your funnel. So what I'll do is I'll set up another one. I'm going to set up an audience for people who have been on T4S within the last 180 days, which is the maximum you can do for a custom audience, but have not been on it for the last 30 days. Because I want to get them back in, I want to bring them back into the fold, and just let them know what's new and so on and so forth, so I can re-engage them. So let's go ahead and do that. So, create audience, custom audience. Because I've had my Facebook pixel running, I've got data on my website. That's what I want as a data source. And here I can now add people. So I want, by default, everybody who's been here in the last 180 days. All website visitors in the past 180 days. Actually, no, I want more than that. I want people who have logged in the last 180 days, but not logged in the last 30 days. That's what I want. So this is not targeting people who have not logged in. So on this drop-down list, I choose people who have visited specific web pages. And here, if they go to /funnel, t4s.site/funnel in the URL, I know they've logged in because that's the funnel manager. Okay, so that's going to target everybody who's got to the funnel manager between 0 and 180 days, the last 6 months. But I want to exclude people who have been in the last 30 days because they're regular users. So instead of including more people, I can exclude people here. Click. Again, same pixel that I want to do. People who visited a web page contains /funnel in the last 30 days. So that's everybody now. Everybody from 0 to 180 minus everybody in the last 30. In other words, in simpler terms, that's everybody who's logged in the last 6 months, excluding the people who've logged in the last month. So these are people who used to come, but for some reason the last month they haven't. They may cancel their account, they may be thinking it's not necessary. So I want to get people to come back in this audience. I give them an audience. So people, members who have not logged in the last 30 days, and I always put the time in there because then on the list I can see if I'm talking about days. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's just a name for me. And create audience, and that's it. So Facebook will now, that's fine, I'm not going to create an ad in that for now, done. I'm just going to let Facebook, you can see it's now populating that. That's going to go and look at all of the data on my pixel and work out a custom audience for people who used to log in 2 to 6 months ago but haven't logged in the last month. And those people I will send an ad to, pushing them back to T4S because, and you know, for however I'll do that in the ad, I'll get them to come back and log in and do something. However I choose to do that, but that's a different topic. But that's creating audiences, and then I can use those audiences when I place an ad for specific people. And remember, it's all about focus. So a specific ad to a specific audience, as I've just designed, to a specific landing page I may even create for them rather than just a login page. So I'll create a special landing page saying, thank you for coming back. I want to let you know all of the following things are new and all the following features are. Nice login, and off we go. Hey, I hope that helps.